as a point of interest for myself, I'm going to examine the difference between this classical position triple note per string pull-off and trying it in the more diagonal rock and roll position, comfortable position many would say. Now I've got a problem with this, never played it like this, in fact this is not really my style at all, but when I come to pull here, you can see my finger wants to come along the string, and I'm sure it would be quite nice if I could get that to pull slightly to the side. That will give a crisper bite on the string, moving straight across it rather than along it when I do the pull-off. Now I think that's going to involve training a muscle that I've never really looked at before, which is the muscle that pulls finger 2 towards finger 3. So down here they're called the interosseous, between the bone muscles, and there's a lot you can do with them. I guess if you have access to them. I've developed a couple for other things, but this one I've never really looked at. So it might be quite a nice project to have a look and see if I can develop that and change what happens when I'm, instead of this diagonal movement backwards, try and get it going across. Whether that's particularly possible in a short amount of time, I don't know, but I'll probably stick it on my radar for a while until I either get some results or give up. Okay, let's try this at varying speeds then. I'm going to start at 30 playing semi-quaver triplets. So first in the classical position. And that's not too bad. It's pretty comfy. Let's try it now in this diagonal position. See what it sounds like. And I think we can already hear that that is weaker sideways on than it is straight on with the hand. It definitely doesn't feel comfortable to me. I mean, it's the sort of thing that's probably steered me away from this type of stuff over years. It was never as comfortable in, with the thumb up. I'm a blues player normally, so the thumb's normally up. I can get into the classical position, but it always felt a bit weird and not necessarily suiting the styles of the band I was in anyway. For a lot of the stuff, to suddenly switch to this sort of a position, maybe finding that halfway house might open up some new possibilities to me. Let's try that at 40. That was 30 beats per minute, so now let's try 40, see what happens as we go up. Right. Same again, first in the classical position. Still pretty comfy. So this is not a pattern I've ever played before, consciously. Let's try it sideways on. Okay. See, I mean, that for me is off limits. So I'll jot down, my top speed, and I'll keep measuring. Let me stop that. My top speed of that was probably about 30, I'd say. I'll jot that down, and over a little bit of time I'm going to see what I can do to that. Might become my primal target, I think, this one. It's quite interesting. Something a little different. Let's see how it goes.